Today's unboxing build is inspired by this set. This was a set that I found in a yard sale score that I recently made. If you haven't seen my last video on that, check that out. But this is Legends of Chima set 70126 Crocodile Legend Beast. And the reason that inspired me to do this unboxing build is that I have my very own Legend Beast. This is Legends of Chima set 70123 Lion Legend Beast. This is a 121 piece set, and this is actually my very first Legends of Chima set that I ever purchased, first and only if you exclude the poly bag that I own. But the reason that I bought this set, I'm not a huge follower of Legends of Chima. The reason I bought it is this right here. The price was marked down from $9.99 down to $9, and I got it for 40% off of that. So I got this for between $5 and $6, and I just couldn't pass that up. I think it's a fun set. I like the lion that's on the front of this, and on the back, we'll take a look at that here too before we open this up. There's a couple other ones from this that I really like. Obviously, I like the alligator, the crocodile that was in the last video, but I like this one too. So maybe Legends of Chima is something that I should start getting into, and I think it's going to start today. So we're going to unbox and build Legends of Chima set 70123 Lion Legend Beast. I should mention this set came out in 2014, so it's a couple years old, but it's new to me. And the punch tab, which is actually in a weird spot, it's on the bottom. Go through that. Oh, the bag's right down there, so I'll move it around a little bit so I don't destroy this box. As I mentioned in all of my unboxings, I love to keep everything intact the best that I can because I collect all the boxes, so it's important to have everything pristine. And there's everything that's in there. We got some decals. That's cool. And first bag, larger stuff, smaller secondary bag, and the instructions. And what do we have here? Legends of Chima Online. That's pretty awesome. That's probably expired by now, I imagine, but we do have that included in here as well. So let's get into these bags. Let's see what we got here. First thing that I notice is the minifigure. And then this is his helmet, which looks pretty awesome. Let me see if I can get a zoom on that. Check that out. That's awesome. Other than that, we got a lot of tan pieces, and this kind of takes away one of the criticisms that I had of Legends of Chima. I always thought that the pieces were too uncommon, but there's a lot of stuff in here that you can use that would just look like they came from a Crater set. I always thought that the pieces, you know, they were just made for the sets that you're building. Like, I guess this would be an example, like the teeth and stuff like that, or maybe like a piece like this would be an example. And that applies to the second bag as well. There's a lot of common stuff in here. A lot of these hinge pieces, obviously, because you're going to be doing the legs of the lion beast, but you got a lot of those. I see the head of the minifigure is over here, which is kind of interesting. And we got a couple of these little light blue pieces in here as well, these tiles. Got a lot of stuff here, and I'm excited to build this. That's what we're gonna do right now. Here's a look at the finished Lion Legend Beast. Turned into a decent model. If I had to say one thing about the build, it was that it was repetitive, and that's by design. It's because these legs are exactly the same. So building 4 of those was very similar. The front and back are a little bit different, but as you can see, they share the same style, and all of the feet were exactly the same. What I do like about the legs is the motion. Very cat-like, moves very well. So I do like the function, and these can move in every direction because of those ball joints that are there. It has decals on the front shoulder, Also decal up here. The front piece, that is printed, so that's nice that that wasn't a decal, because I have a heck of a time trying to put those on properly and trying to get them all straight. And that kind of repeats over on this side, of course, and then the back has a decal, as does the back of the lion. Here's the tail. The tail can move up and down freely, and it also spins around somewhat. And I think the bottom of it, it's a very thin lion. There's what you can see there. The head of it's probably the most impressive part of it. The mouth moves up and down like that, and it's got some teeth on the side right there and there, so it's kind of got fangs. I would have liked something to be right there. I actually went back through to see if I was missing something, because I didn't really like that unfinished piece there, but that is the way it's supposed to be. It's got the big black nose on the front, and then also the mane kind of goes back. I like the way they did that, but it also allows room for the head to move freely, so the head can actually move all the way back and all the way down, and it looks good. What doesn't look that great is the back of it where the person sits, so I don't know this minifigure's name. We'll take a look at him in a second. But the back kind of looks unfinished. I wish there had been something more there, but it works out okay. And I think that is it for the lion. So let's take a look at this minifigure next. I don't know this minifigure's name, but I do like the way he looks. The first thing you notice about him is just how many accessories he has. This is crazy. He's got a shield, which is this see-through piece here. He's got some type of power sword, and then he also has an armor set that's on him that goes over his chest and on his back. And the coolest thing, my favorite thing at least, is the helmet, which you can take off, and that's the front face. And he also has a face on the back as well, which is more pleasant. I kind of like this ferocious one. It's kind of scowling or snarling. Putting that on, it looks really great. So there you go. You got to see an unboxing, build, and quick review of Legends of Chima set 70123 Lion Legend Beast. I guess the only question left to answer is, has this made me a Legends of Chima lover? And unfortunately the answer is no. I think that the model's okay. The build I thought was just too repetitive, and this isn't something that just draws me in. I just can't see myself really getting into Chima too much, but maybe that'll change in the future. You never know. I thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you'd like to see more LEGO videos, and I'll see you in the next one.